Ever wondered which state in America is the best? Well, before we get to that, let's start from the bottom. Now bear in mind that ranking states is a tricky business. There's no one-size-fits-all answer because what may be a paradise for one person could be a nightmare for another. But for the sake of this discussion, we're using a combination of factors such as quality of life, economic health, and education systems to make our determinations. So, which state finds itself at the bottom of our list? Drumroll please. It's a state that, despite its vast natural beauty, struggles with a myriad of issues. This state, dear listeners, is a prime example of how even the most stunning landscapes can't make up for fundamental issues. When it comes to quality of life, this state unfortunately falls short. With a high cost of living and a low median household income, it's a tough place for many residents to make ends meet. But it's not just about the money. The state also struggles with a higher than average crime rate, adding a layer of concern for those living there. Economically, it's a similar story. Despite having some lucrative industries, the state's economy is marked by instability, largely due to its over-reliance on certain sectors. This lack of diversification means that when these industries falter, the whole state feels the pinch. Education is another area where this state falls behind. With low graduation rates and poor performance in national educational rankings, it's clear there's a lot of room for improvement. And while there are certainly bright spots and dedicated educators working hard, the overall picture is one of a system in need. So, while we'd love to be sharing tales of thriving economies and top-notch schools, the truth is that every state has its struggles. The state we've discussed today simply has a few more challenges than others. And that, folks, is the state that unfortunately holds the title as the worst in America. While we've just covered the worst state, there are a few others that aren't far behind. Let's dive into the states that narrowly escaped the dubious title of being the absolute worst. These states, despite their unique charms and attractions, have found themselves towards the bottom of the list due to a variety of factors. First up, we have a state that is known for its stunning landscapes but falls short when it comes to education and healthcare. This state has some of the lowest scores in these areas, making it a less than ideal place to settle down for families. Next, there's a state that's famous for its vibrant culture and mouth-watering cuisine. However, it's been grappling with high crime rates and a struggling economy. The state's efforts to tackle these issues have been commendable, but it's still got a long way to go. We also have a state on our list that boasts some of the most beautiful parks in the country, yet it's been battling with a dwindling population and a lack of job opportunities. The state's natural beauty alone isn't enough to keep its residents from leaving in search of greener pastures. Then there's a state that's known for its rich history and iconic landmarks. However, it's been hindered by a high cost of living and an infrastructure that's in dire need of an update. The state's historical significance is undeniable, but living there can be quite a challenge. Last but not least, we have a state that's famous for its sunny weather and stunning beaches. Unfortunately, it's also known for its high poverty rate and a low quality of life. The state's breathtaking coastlines are a stark contrast to the struggles faced by its residents. These states, each with their unique issues, highlight the fact that there's more to a state than just its tourist attractions or natural beauty. They remind us that while every state has its own charm, they also have their own challenges to overcome. These states, though not the worst, still have a lot of room for improvement. Moving up the ladder, we find the states that are, well, average. These are the states that, when you hear their names, your reaction is likely to be, "Oh right, that's a place." They're not the worst, but they're not the best either. They're the middle of the pack, the states that don't quite make headlines but are still an essential part of this great nation. Let's dive in and explore what makes these states so decidedly average. First, let's discuss economy. These states may not have the booming tech sectors of California or the bustling finance industry of New York, but they have stable, diversified economies. They've got a mix of manufacturing, agriculture, and services, and while they may not be leading the pack in any one area, they're holding their own. Next, let's talk about education. The middle-of-the-pack states have decent school systems. They might not be home to Ivy League universities or have the highest graduation rates, but their schools are doing an adequate job of preparing students for the future. These states also have a fair share of natural beauty. They might not have the breathtaking vistas of Colorado or the stunning beaches of Florida, but they have their own unique landscapes that residents love and visitors appreciate. What about quality of life? Well, in these states, it's pretty good. They might not have the lowest crime rates or the best healthcare, but they're safe, comfortable places to live with a reasonable cost of living. Lastly, let's consider culture. These states may not be cultural powerhouses like New York or California, but they have their own unique flavor. They're places where traditions are cherished, local festivals are celebrated, and community spirit is alive and well. In summary, the middle-of-the-pack states are the unsung heroes of America. They're reliable, they're steady, and they're comfortable. They don't always get the spotlight, but they're essential to the fabric of our nation. These states may not top the list, but they're certainly not at the bottom either. Now we're getting to the states that are really starting to shine. These are the states that have a lot to offer in terms of quality of life, economic opportunities, and natural beauty. They might not be quite at the top of the list, but they're definitely contenders. Imagine a state where the opportunities for adventure are as vast as its skies. A state that boasts an impressive quality of life due to its low unemployment rate, strong economy, and top-notch education system. Or how about a state that's known for its friendly people, beautiful landscapes, and a cost of living that's well below the national average? Yes, these states exist, and they're part of the best of the rest. Now, think of a state that's not just about what's on the surface, but also what lies beneath. A state that's rich in cultural diversity with a melting pot of traditions, languages, and cuisines. A state where innovation thrives, attracting people from all walks of life to contribute to its vibrant economy. These are the states that are close to being the best, and they're definitely worth considering if you're thinking about relocating. And let's not forget about the states that are considered hidden gems. These are the states that might not get as much attention as the ones at the top of the list, but they have a lot to offer in their own right. From stunning natural beauty to a thriving arts scene to a sense of community that's hard to beat, these states are truly the best of the rest. These states are great places to live, with plenty of opportunities for work and play and a quality of life that's hard to beat. They have strong economies, excellent schools, and a lot to offer in terms of culture and recreation. They might not be the best, but they're definitely up there. These states are great places to live, but they're not quite the best. That title goes to. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the best state in America is... Let's take a moment to drumroll, shall we? It's none other than the Golden State itself, California. Now, I know some of you might be surprised, but hear me out. California isn't just Hollywood and Silicon Valley, it's so much more. First off, let's talk about the economy. California is a powerhouse. If it were a country, it would have the 5th largest economy in the world, surpassing the United Kingdom. It's home to countless industries, from tech to entertainment, agriculture to aerospace. With a diverse economy, the job opportunities are vast, making it an attractive destination for people from all walks of life. Next, we have to mention the education. California boasts some of the best universities in the world. Think Stanford, UC Berkeley, and Caltech, just to name a few. These institutions are at the forefront of innovation and research, attracting bright minds from all over the globe. But what really makes California the best state is the quality of life. With an abundance of natural beauty ranging from stunning beaches to majestic mountains, there's something for everyone. The climate is hard to beat, with mild winters and warm summers. And let's not forget about the food. From fresh seafood to farm-to-table produce, California offers a culinary scene that's as diverse as its population. And the cherry on top? California is a cultural melting pot, a place where you can experience a rich tapestry of cultures, traditions, and languages. This diversity is what makes California an exciting and vibrant place to live. And there you have it, the best state in America. But remember, every state has its own unique charm and strengths. Where would you want to live?